Okay, so Met Gala just happened, aka the annual Hunger Games of fashion. We've got drama, because what's a red carpet without a little mess? Yes, the carpet was blue this year, but the drama is still red hot. Let's start with Lisa because this was her debut this year on Met Gala, and internet is losing it. Blinks, tell me. Don't you think this year for Lisa feels just like 2018 or 2019 did for Jennie? Like Jennie back then? No matter what Lisa does now, she's not immune to hate. Well, she wore LV and baby, it was a look. We're talking black embroidered jacket, logo tights, and yes, the now infamous LV briefs that had the entire internet squinting like, wait, is that what I think it is? But the lingerie style piece was stitched with a collage of women, and one of them looked a little too much like Rosa Parks. And let's just say, fashion Twitter was not having it. Okay, so when I first saw her Met Gala photo, it was just from the waist up, and I was like, yes ma'am, eat it up. The jacket, embroidered, dramatic, very much giving museum curator meets fashion week. I was vibing, but then I saw the full look, and just like everyone else, I had to pause because girl, where are the pants? My brain was not ready. This year's Met Gala theme was superfine tailoring black style with a dress code of tailored for you, which according to the Met is about exploring how fashion shaped black identity in the Atlantic diaspora, especially in the US and Europe. So it was supposed to be a moment of honoring black style, culture, and history. The first time the event's focus has been black styling and black designers. Lisa's look can be considered on theme as it is tailored to her look. There are elements of menswear, but upon close examination, netizens noticed that the bodysuit and blazer actually featured a design. These parts of her outfit have embroidered portraits by black artist Henry Taylor, with one recognized to be American activist Rosa Parks. The portraits also cover her lower section, something many have interpreted as disrespectful or even vulgar, cue the controversy. And with Blackpink's recent N-word leaked videos, and all the disrespect towards black culture and recent racism events in K-pop, people took great offense to it. Someone wrote, despite saying the N-word multiple times and never apologizing, Lisa doesn't seems to care, as she wore briefs with Rosa Parks, a civil rights icon who fought against racial injustice. How do you come back from this? Lisa is an ethnic minority in a country that heavily discriminates POC. Having a historical figure Rosa Parks wore in a vulgar way is wild. On Reddit, someone wrote, LV hates her down because why would they do this to her? Also, can we talk about how some people dragged Lisa's boyfriend into this whole conversation? Like, again? I hate how every time she makes a major move, netizens are like, it's because of her relationship. Let's not forget, Lisa was already one of the most influential K-pop idols before she started dating Frederick Arnault. The global brand deals, magazine covers, luxury invites, that didn't just magically appear overnight. She earned that. But no, people love to act like it's all just because of her man. Be serious. LV actually did release a statement saying that the lace replicates elements of an artwork by American artist Henry Taylor, and that the portraits are of people who've been part of his life. But they didn't specify exactly who those women are. And that vagueness, it didn't help. Pharrell Williams, who just debuted as LV's men's creative director, also used mini versions of Taylor's portraits on other pieces, like suits and accessories. But let's be real, it hit very different when it showed up as lingerie. One person on X posted, I'm sure there were many fittings and chances to change, but somehow nobody thought it was inappropriate to have Rosa Parks in. I can't say it for YouTube guidelines. Another added, whoever designed Lisa's clothes should be jailed. OMFG, having Rosa Parks on your briefs is hella disrespectful. Not everyone hated it, though. One user said, is this a safe place to say the briefs saved Lisa's whole look and added more spice to her first Met Gala attendance? I just really love the details. Now, the choice of briefs itself kind of made the whole thing feel off for some people. A lot of comments called it disrespectful, especially because of where the portraits were placed, like it was done on purpose. But that's not actually true. The faces are all over the outfit, including the jacket. It's just that because it's lace and see-through, everything sort of blends together, so you don't really notice it unless you look closely. And of course, people started comparing Lisa's look to Sabrina Carpenter's no pants outfit. And suddenly the whole Lisa doesn't have a personal style, she just wears whatever she's told convo popped back up again. And I completely disagree. This look is so Lisa. Just look at her recent fashion moments, from her music video to Coachella to the White Lotus promotions. This outfit fits right in. It totally matches her vibe. I can 100% imagine Lisa picking this out. She has this way of balancing feminine and tomboyish styles that just works. And let's not act like she doesn't put effort into her fashion. Lisa is bold when it comes to experimenting with her looks, and that's rare in K-pop. There are very few idols willing to take these kinds of risks. Like she literally said in a 2021 interview, fashion and I are inseparable. It's important to me because fashion, along with music, is my way of expressing myself. Lisa was mentioned in CNN and Variety's Best Celebrity Looks lists, with praise for her daring look. On the other side, Lisa was named in the Cut's Weirdest Met Gala 2025 looks, while In Touch Weekly's addition to their worst dressed list, they said that the look looked unfinished. Regardless of how the outfits was received, whether you loved the look or hated it, you can't deny Lisa showed up in something memorable, and she owned it. And this was her debut. I'm so happy for her. Now moving on to Jennie, the queen herself. She looked like royalty this year. I mean, she ate this look up and left zero crumbs. It was elegant, it was timeless, it was soon theme. The whole outfit was inspired by Chanel's 1987 Fashion Week, and you can really see that classic touch, from the hat to the hairstyle to even the nails. She embodied vintage Chanel in the most Jennie way possible. And let's be real, this look is so her. I know last year some people were dragging her saying her outfit wasn't on theme, which by the way I totally defended, but this year there's no debate. She nailed it, there's effort, there's vision, and most importantly, there's Jennie all over this look. Also, can we just talk about how wholesome the energy was this time? We all remember how Stray Kids got treated last year. The discrimination, the kind of comments photographers passed on them, that was rough. But this year, I haven't seen any of that with Jennie or anyone else. In fact, the moment she stepped onto the carpet, the vibe was so good. The photographers were hyped. The videos are all so sweet and full of admiration. Like, it actually made me happy watching it. Jennie really had her moment, and she deserved that moment. Oh, and there was even this one little chaotic moment where a photographer asked for her number. I was like, sir, get in line. She also mentioned how insanely busy she's been lately. From pre-album promos, to the album drop, to the whole Ruby experience, Coachella, and now the Met Gala. Like, she's been booked and busy non-stop and still showed up looking this good? That's queen behavior. Loved this for her. Fashion moments, she's collecting them like infinity stones. Jennie's after-party look received a mixed reactions. Vast majority liked this look, but Seung commented like,
"Whoa, what even is that outfit?"
Is she a bellboy from Budapest or something?
Wait, why all of a sudden?
I liked the sailor hat.
This is really not it, you.
They didn't consider her body shape at all.
Oh, that's just not good. The exposure is one thing, but it doesn't highlight Jennie's strengths.
She looked great during the day.
It's such a stark contrast from earlier.
she was dressed well for the main event, but what's your opinion about this? Do mention it in the comments. Well, Jennie was mentioned in Variety's Best Celebrity Looks list, as well as the Cuts. People magazine was wowed by her look, while she got a nod from CNN in their Best Looks list as well. Now moving on to the third Blackpink member, and I hate to say it, but Rosé kind of disappointed me the most this year. Like, don't get me wrong, the look wasn't bad. She looked stunning as always, but it just felt like there wasn't much effort. It lacked that wow factor, that Met Gala drama. I did love the long necklace layered over the plunging neckline. That was chic. And the wet mermaid-like hair with her signature soft blush and pale pink gloss. Beautiful. But we've seen this exact glam from her before, multiple times. It just didn't feel special or elevated enough for the Met Gala. And maybe that's because she's been with the same fashion house for years, which, yes, shows loyalty and consistency. But at the same time, Jennie's with Chanel too, and she's constantly switching things up, experimenting and serving looks that feel fresh. Rosé's outfit? It was giving, go girl. Give us nothing. But fashion aside, that's not the only reason she's being talked about right now. A clip from her red carpet interview sparked a whole new wave of controversy. The interviewer said something like, "How does it feel to have all the Blackpink members attend?"
All of Blackpink is at the Met Gala tonight.
Oh my God.
What does that feel like?
Oh, it's the best feeling.
And Rosé just kind of smiled and answered without correcting them, even though Jisoo wasn't there. That moment didn't sit right with a lot of fans. Some were frustrated at the interviewer for not doing basic homework, and others were upset that Rosé didn't acknowledge Jisoo or say something like, "We're missing one." Comments ranged from,
"These girls have never liked Jisoo, I'm convinced. Like, what do you mean the host says all the members are there and you just agree?"
They don't even know Jisoo exists.
Jisoo, please. Blackpink doesn't deserve you. I'd rather see you drop a solo album again than get 0.3 seconds in their group songs.
But at the same time, many fans came to Rosé's defense, saying it was probably an awkward situation and not the right moment to make corrections on such a high-profile platform, which, fair. And as a longtime Blink, you can never convince me that Rosé or any other member hates Jisoo. Now, one positive thing that did come out of Rosé's appearance was her hint about new music. She said they've been in the studio recently, which has given a lot of fans hope, even though it doesn't sound like a new album is coming just yet. Jennie also dropped a small hint about Blackpink being in your area again, so who knows? Maybe something is brewing. Also, kind of surprising, but I didn't really see Rosé's look ranked on any major best dress lists this year. Maybe next year, hopefully. Moving on. 17's S.COUPS and his visuals at the 2025 Met Gala. Yeah, they became the hot topic. His outfit was absolutely stunning. A fusion look inspired by traditional hanboks, and it was executed so well. It wasn't just K-pop stans hyping him up either. People from all over the world were talking about it and loving it. He's finally getting the global recognition he deserves. But of course, the internet's gonna internet. Some people started nitpicking, saying the look was a bit messy or not on theme. Like, be serious. The dress code was literally tailored for you, and S.COUPS nailed it. This was tailored to him, his culture, and his vibe. It looked powerful, unique, and incredibly thoughtful. You could clearly see the fusion between traditional and modern fashion. There was vision, there was effort, and it showed. British GQ even praised the look for being attention-grabbing, despite its muted tones, and put him on their best dressed men list. Variety also listed him among the top looks of the night. And honestly, they were right. Man ate. And that's the rundown on K-pop at this year's Met Gala. Fashion, drama, and a whole lot of opinions. Let me know who you think served and who maybe should have sat this one out.